My name is Mario. I play the vocals and the guitar, and I've also done the production side of this record. So I started playing guitar when I was 7, and then as I got older I got into rock guitar and things like that. Well, I play a lot of classical now. I'm currently studying it at William Patterson. Also part of the United States Guitar Orchestra, so I'll be touring Spain this summer. Yes, I definitely liked studio recording. It was new. We've obviously done a few things here and there, but nothing major. Probably the most challenging aspect was honestly the fact that you can go back and continuously change things, because then you're like, okay, well, this isn't good enough, and going back again and again and again. And that kind of, it allows you, it's a double-edged sword, because it allows you to be so self-critical, so you gotta know how to regulate yourself in that kind of place. And we recorded one song two songs a very long time ago. So, but the first of like being in the studio for many hours for long periods of time, and actually recording things, miking things, that was an entirely new aspect of things for me. Changing things, whether it's miking the drums or the guitar. So that was, and then also, yes, the production side of it too, where directing sort of the routes of the music parts as well as the sound engineering, where that kind of collides. That was, it's new and it's exciting. It's a new type of creativity that's not just of like, oh, we're playing a G chord, 4 times, and then we go to the D chord. It's very different and allows you to really find nuances in the musicology of the song. I think my favorite song would be Meditation in the Evening. I think that would be my favorite vocal performance as well. Guitar-wise, probably City in the Sea, I would say, because that's just, I didn't really have to focus on vocals for that. That was all on Michael, so I really had the option to focus on multiple multiple guitar tracks that would collide and work together. So that was a unique experience. But yeah, my favorite, I think, guitar-wise, for sure. It was tough. It was tough, especially because I felt like I didn't have as much time to like really work out my parts. So when it finally came time for whether I was recording vocals or guitar, I would have to be kind of like, oh yeah, we're doing this week. And I didn't have as much time to spend with the guitar solos as maybe I would have liked, which is why a lot of them were written in the studio. Red Girl's solo was entirely written in the studio. Most of all of them, really. So, so that was kind of a surprise, to be sure. But it's just about not getting too technical with things on the recording part of it, because that can start to take away from the artistic side. And you have to, obviously, when I started, I was very against things like MIDI, but as I went on, I became much more liberal with that, and you got to learn when it's okay to use that and when it's like, all right, this is just becoming a song that was entirely written on keyboard, which we don't really have. But it was good that I was able to kind of mix that world and some of those aspects into, a song like Broken Chain, where it's very raw, a lot of guitars and things, but it also has organ, which was, kind of an interesting addition to that song.